Arkansas is a beautiful state for a whole host of reasons. It's natural beauty, the people are beautiful, the work that's been done here around change and reform is absolutely outstanding. Arkansas has a long history of reform. And I would say reform and policies that were progressive as opposed to regressive. Meaning, as we look at issues of tax policy and child and family welfare, as we look at issues of economic development and the like, we work hard here in Arkansas to ensure that we create an environment and a state where all Arkansans can thrive. We are absolutely ripe for reform in the sense that we make investments in the right places, in terms of the types of policies that we do have and the practices that we do have, and we actually do see change and have strong evidence of that change.
Well, I think there's so much that's in a sense unique about Arkansas, the Delta, plus you have the Northwest Arkansas with a lot of immigrant population that has really great needs when you look at any data and statistics that you have as far as where we are in our indicators, whether it's health, education, poverty, any of those critical issues that fall under the Rockefeller Foundation funding areas. And then you look at the capacity of its nonprofits, and while they can do so much, and there's so many present in Arkansas and so many grassroots organizations, they can't always do everything they need to do because they need more technical assistance, more funding, more capacity, and anything like that. And so institutions like the Rockefeller Foundation and other organizations can come in and have a great impact.
And investments that we make in change, we actually can see results relatively quickly. And not just any results, but positive types of results. So in some states where moving from being in the 30s in early childhood education to being in the top 10, for us that was about an 8-year journey. In some other states, they're still struggling, trying to improve their early childhood education. For us, that journey, although 8 years isn't a short amount of time, but in terms of policy reform and change, that is a short amount of time. And it took concerted effort from many groups and organizations working together in our state to make sure that that happens.
I think Governor Rockefeller, with the legacy of his name growing up in the New York area, under the auspices of his grandparents, his parents, and a great family network with his siblings, he had a need to do something different, to be an individual. And through the experiences he had in World War II and as a roughneck in the Standard oil fields owned by his family, he saw a deeper meaning in humanity, a deeper need in humanity. And then when he came to Arkansas by invitation for friends, he truly fell in love with her great nature and beauty, and then the people. And he saw great disparities racially that we were still trying to overcome, from the school issues to segregation issues. But I think he saw the great capability, the capacity of our citizens to change, and just their welcoming change, that it was ripe for it, whether it was politically, whether it was our judicial system, because it took everything coming together to provide an environment where, with his encouragement, whether it's through his political leadership or his finances, that could produce change.
Most governors today speak about how they would not be able to be the progressive, bold change agents in government if it had not been for Governor Rockefeller. He had a heart for Arkansas, the folks here. He came, fell in love, and with any great love that you have, you nurture it and provide for it and support and do what you can to make sure that it becomes the best that it can be. And using his creativity, his innovation, his boldness, because he was not of or from Arkansas initially, he could even be bolder than others and take stands because he was not necessarily entrenched in what was the way we always do it. And he could pioneer new ways of thinking, and he did. And so when I answer the question of why Arkansas for the governor, I believe it was just a good match and a good fit for his talent, skills, and leadership. And Arkansas was ripe for a leader like Kim.